everyone, my name is Selene. I'm from Italy and I'm a travel blogger. I want to thank you for inviting me to this interview, and I want to apologize if my English is not perfect. Can you introduce yourself? As I said, I'm Selene. I'm from Italy, from Genova, and I'm a travel blogger and a freelance copywriter. I manage my blog that is named Viaggi che Mangi, that means something like Eat That Trip, and I talk about travels and gastronomy and of any experience that I live around the world with my boyfriend Stefano. How many countries have you visited? I don't know. I travel a lot around Europe. I love the Balkans, so I travel a lot around the Balkans. I went to USA because I have some relatives there, but I don't know how many countries I have visited because I don't count them. Did you decide to visit Kosovo? I decided to visit Kosovo because in the last years, me and my boyfriend have decided to visit the Balkans. We went around with our car. We visited a lot of countries: Croatia, Slovenia, Macedonia, Montenegro, Bosnia, Greece, Albania, and then we decided to go to Kosovo too. Why not? How long have you stayed in Kosovo and where? We didn't stay a long time in Kosovo. We stayed I think a week, and we went to Prizren and Pristina. Which country that you have visited that has the best weather? I don't know. I think I loved Greece because it's close to Italy. The weather is close to Italy. It's sunny and not too much cold, and I love the sun, so I love the weather in Greece. What was the first impression when you came to Kosovo? The first impression was wow. Why didn't we came here before? Because I love the nature, I love the cities, and I love the people of Kosovo. What was the best city you visited in Kosovo? We visited only Pristina and Prizren, but we love a lot Prizren because it's not too big, and the historical center is very beautiful. We love the little bridge on the river. We love to go up to the fortress and watch the city above us. So we loved a lot Prizren. What has been the most interesting item of food you have tasted? The best food we had in Kosovo was the flia. Me and my boyfriend really liked this traditional salty cake. I don't know if we can call it like this, but it's very good. So we hope to come back and have a flia again. Tea or coffee? Coffee. I think that Albanian coffee and Turkish coffee is very special, so coffee. What's the best drink you have in Kosovo? We loved the boza. It's a really interesting drink in Kosovo. I don't know if I really like it, but it was interesting because I never had something like this before. If someone don't know what is it boza, it's like a drink of malt with a little of alcohol inside it. It's interesting. What's the most interesting thing you have learned in Kosovo? I think that the kindness of the people. People are always they want always to help you, and we really enjoy the people there, and we learn to be friendly with other people and to be kind with other people, as the Kosovarians are. Which country has the friendly people? I think in Kosovo you have a lot of friendly people, as in Albania, as in Bosnia. So in the Balkans in general, people are really friendly. Maybe as in Italy and in the south of Italy. So we are close. I think we are similar. How many foreign words have you learned so far? Albanian words? Ouch, this is a bad question, because your language is very, very difficult, and we learn only to say thank you, falenderim, but I don't know if this is the right pronunciation. I hope it is. But anyway, falenderim to interview me, and this is the only word I learned during my trip in Kosovo and my three trips in Albania. Your language is very, very, very difficult. What's your favorite historical facts so far in Kosovo? I really enjoy the history of the League of Prizren, because I really like this patriotic spirit around Kosovo and Albania, and this friendship also with Albania. And I really also enjoy this goddess on the throne that I saw in the National Museum of Kosovo in Pristina, and it's a very very beautiful statue, very ancient, and I really enjoy it. I think this is the symbol of Pristina now, and I didn't know it before, and I love it. Have you heard Albanian music? Yes, I heard it in some restaurant and around the bars, but and I like it, but I don't know any name of singer or groups in Kosovo and Albania. What's the best piece of travel advice you have received? Okay, I've received a good recommendation for a restaurant in Saranda in Albania, and it was so good, and so I always remember this advice from my from the owner of the little apartment where we used to stay in Saranda, and this was a great advice. What's the longest you have been away from home? I think 1 month, and I used to say 1 month during my trips on the Balkans, for example, around the Balkans on the road, but also in the United States during my trips there to stay with my relatives there. What has surprised you about living in Kosovo? Actually, I don't know. What surprised me was the kindness of the people and the simple way of life people have, and I really like it. I really enjoy it because it's really authentic, and I like it. What do you think of the floor prices in Kosovo? They are prices are really low. The life is not too expensive, it's really cheaper, so I recommend to everyone who wants to travel for a long time to go to Kosovo, because you can have a good dinner or lunch for a few euros. That's a great thing. How would you describe life and culture of Kosovo? Really interesting. I think you have beautiful places to visit. I think you have beautiful museums, and I hope you will be known from even more have more people around the world, because I hope people begin to visit Kosovo more and more during next years, because you have a lot to show, a lot of beautiful things in your country. Is there anything you wish you had done before you left Kosovo? Yes, I wish to have come to the Kani monastery, because I read beautiful things about this monastery, but we didn't have time, but I'm sure we will come back to Kosovo and that we will go to this monastery. Also, I would like to visit the countryside of Kosovo more. Would you recommend Kosovo to anyone? Yes, of course, because I really enjoy it. So go to Kosovo because it's very beautiful. And the last question is, will you visit Kosovo again? Yes, I hope I will visit it again. I hope this emergency of COVID will finish as soon as possible, so we can begin to travel again, to move around the world. So as soon we will go abroad again, I hope to visit Kosovo. Thank you very much for this interview. I really enjoyed to answer your questions, and I hope to come to Kosovo soon. Ciao!